Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, some pretty cool stuff today, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys is actually from Starace, as there recently was a convention where quite a few different models were shown off for upcoming Starace releases. The very first one that I want to show off is this really cool alternate paint scheme for their Tyrannosaurus Rex that's coming out. You can see we have a really nice red-headed version of a T-Rex coming for the Starace line. There has already been a different paint variant unveiled, but honestly, I think I like this version a little bit better. I think it looks really good and suits the model overall a little nicer. So this is definitely something that I'm looking forward to once they unveil the model fully and announce a pre-order. But on top of that, there's actually been kind of like some rumblings about a potential Starace Jurassic Park model coming, and we now have a look at it. As you can see here, we have a beautiful model of Rexy kind of chasing down Ian Malcolm, and obviously we have the track line there, the paddock fence and everything there behind it. This is super cool. I really want to get my hands on this, and I'm really excited in general to see that Starace has released a Jurassic, well, not has released, but will be releasing a Jurassic Park model, because I feel like they have so much potential, and hopefully this isn't a one-off. I hope that they produce more Jurassic Park models in the future, because this really does look quite awesome. Definitely excited to find out more about it and get an idea of a price range and everything whenever they do officially unveil this and throw up a pre-order. And I do want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to Richard Caio for showing me this stuff as far as the Starace news. I do apologize if I mispronounced your name. And then as far as Mojofun, they have announced a new 2023 model coming from them. We've got ourselves a woolly rhino. Now, I don't know if there's going to be more figures unveiled from them, because it seems like ever since 2020, I believe, we started to get a lot less releases from Mojofun. Now we're at like 1 or 2 a year, it seems. We used to get a ton as far as prehistoric releases go, so I don't know if there's going to be more or not, because they did unveil quite a few figures all at once here. But regardless, this woolly rhino does look really quite nice. I like the sculpt, I like the paint, and I just in general love the Mojofun product, so this is one that I will definitely be picking up. And then Marco Meigs has officially printed out, and we have a few images here showing off the replacement head sculpts and feet for the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor. As far as the Hammond collection version goes, this was kind of a collaboration as far as Marco creating the replacement pieces, and then Jurassic Adventures _YT from Instagram had applied these to his Hammond collection Velociraptor. Now, the images are impressive enough, but the image that I think really does it is this image here that shows off how awful looking, honestly, the head sculpt of the Mattel version is compared to Marco's version, which is obviously a much more screen accurate version. As far as the paintwork as well, it looks much better on the Jurassic Adventures _YT version that we have here. So if you are interested in picking up these replacement pieces, Marco should be putting the STL files up for sale very soon. As far as Candid Sculpts goes, not long ago I had shown off the fact that he was working on a Regaliceratops model kit, and we now officially have it going up for sale. The price is $90 US plus shipping. Now, this would be an unpainted kit. Of course, the one you are seeing here is fully painted. I believe you could potentially commission Candid Sculpts to paint it for you, but that would be something you would have to talk about with Candid Sculpts. Of course, if you are interested in this really nice looking Regaliceratops, I will include a link in the description to where you can contact him on Facebook. And if you do not have social media, of course you can contact me and I will contact him for you. And then we have a sneak peek from Wild Past of their upcoming Majungasaurus, and we have a look at it with the paint on it. And I must say, this looks to be a massive upgrade compared to the older Wild Past releases. Although I've always been a big fan of the Wild Past releases, I think the actual paint job and paint scheme here looks exceptionally well done, and I'm really hyped to see the actual full reveal sometime soon. I don't believe the release of these figures are too far off, but honestly, I'm getting more and more excited about them with each and every sneak peek, and I just, at this point, am desperately awaiting to get these in hand. And then something that absolutely screams to me, because I am a giant fan of vintage dinosaurs, Joe Laudati, who is probably the best sculptor when it comes to vintage or film style dinosaurs, has officially released a brand new model. This is a companion piece to his 1964 World Fair Triceratops. He has sculpted out the Sinclair Tyrannosaurus Rex, and honestly, it is so awesome. It is like the perfect portrayal of a vintage Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know that I've ever seen a more perfect portrayal of a vintage Tyrannosaurus Rex, and of course being the Sinclair Rex, it also has that appeal to it as well. But this is definitely something that I am hoping to get my hands on, and now I might be officially inclined to grab that Triceratops from joelaudati as well. It's something I've been wanting to get a hold of for quite some time, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on it quite yet, but seeing these two together, I mean, it really is the perfect companion piece. It's the perfect diorama as far as vintage dinosaurs go, and I really might be convinced now to finally get an order in for the Triceratops and the T-Rex here, just so I can include both in my collection. If you are interested in this Rex, the price is $125 US plus $17 for shipping, and it stands 9.5 inches tall and about 16 inches long and comes in 9 resin pieces, including a nameplate. So if you are interested in picking this up, I'll include a link in the description to joelaudati on Facebook as well, where you can contact him, or you can contact him at joelaudati@gmail.com, and I will include that email in the description for you to get yourself an order in for that beautiful Tyrannosaurus. And then when it comes to the Jurassic World line, I want to give a huge thank you to Josiah Leeton on Instagram for pointing this out to me. But there are some brand new Goo Jitsu figures coming for the Jurassic World line, and the first one is one that I desperately want to find. It's the Carnotaurus. So a Carnotaurus in the Goo Jitsu line is an absolute must-have for me. The line wasn't something that I was all that excited about. I have been kind of picking them up as time goes on, but it's not anything that I was going crazy over. But I absolutely need that Carnotaurus in my life, because I need every Carnotaurus I can find. And you can actually see that we have a Mosasaurus as well, which I think is equally as cool as the Carnotaurus, and definitely another one that I would really like to get my hands on. I'm not normally, again, overly excited about these, but both of these are really cool species, and I think both look really neat to the point where I definitely want to grab them if I can encounter them. And we actually have a look here at all of them that are coming out in this wave. The Velociraptor Blue we've had before. The T-Rex looks like it might be slightly different compared to the previously released versions, so definitely some pretty fun stuff, and I'll be certainly on the lookout for these when they hit stores. Then as far as Mattel goes, we have a brand new Indoraptor Mask. This information is thanks to Dino Mike Mac for pointing this out, and you can see we've got a Dino Trackers Indoraptor Mask, which looks pretty fun. I'm not a massive fan of these masks, but I think they are cool enough that I wouldn't mind picking them up. And I did miss out on the original Indoraptor release, and this one kind of has like a laser, and when you shine the laser you can see you have this sort of a dinosaur-like image, which I think is kind of neat as well. So something I may pick up, but if you are a collector of those masks, also something you might want to start looking for. And the final thing I have here is a very interesting new Pyroraptor figure. It states up here in the background there on the left hand side that this is an exclusive Universal Studios product, so I guess this might only be found at Universal Studios, but I can't really say for sure. However, you can obviously see it's a very cool, kind of like a stuffed animal version of a Pyroraptor, and it actually looks pretty neat. It's definitely something that I would like to get my hands on if I can find it. I don't get to visit Universal Studios often. In fact, I've only ever been there once in my life, so the chances of me finding it, unless it shows up online somewhere, are pretty slim. It was another one of those figures that I thought were really neat and something that I really wanted to show you guys so that you can keep an eye out for and potentially snag if you can find somewhere to actually purchase one. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.